got the game started. Ah, way to go. And how many mates will be sailing? Ahoy there. How many be playing? Hey, so player one, tell me the name you go by. Arr. Got it. Ah, player two, ye scurvy dog. What be your name? Heave away. Hey, now player one, your buzzer is the letter Q, as in, how queer. I can see out of my dead eye. And player two, your buzzer is the letter P, as in, poop deck pappy. Arr, now, hey, don't want to be wasting your time, do I? Just play this game like your last, and I'll be free soon. And keep your eyes peeled for a little something extra this time. Good luck!
Hey there! Wow, check out you two lookers. You know, if I weren't such an upstanding citizen, I might just publish dirty photos of you two on the internet. Welcome to the show. 2 players, 2 screws. Listen up. Say the question comes up and you hear the dull, well, look at that. Somebody's used a screw before. I guess all that's left for me to say is, let's play. Player 2, category time. Here's a little something I call, how far can you go? We're talking $6,000 here, so pay attention. Ready? Good, we're starting. Which of the following is not a far-out fact about actor Jamie Farr? Was born in Lebanon, served in the military in the Korean War, wrote a book called Just Far Fun, or has an LPGA golf tournament named after him? Jamie wasn't born in Lebanon, he was born in Ohio. Toledo, to be exact. Although I hear he's quite the fan of his Lebanese sausage. Choose a category, player one. Here we have 99 Luftdoubloons. And we're talking $26,606.06 for this one. Okay. Hey, listen, it's that scary music with the raspy moaning in the background. You know, it gets slightly less horrifying each time I hear it. Slightly. Okay. In olden days, salty seamen used coins called pieces of 8. In Spanish, these coins were worth 8 whats? Tuppence, dollars, reales, or pesos. It's all yours, player one. Holy crap, you got it. What did you do, put the game on pause and go look it up? Whatever. Nice going, sailor. Ah, yes, there we go. Cue the scary music. Cue me soiling my underpants. Can we move on, please? Player 2, please choose a category. You know, I always liked player 2 better. Player 1, move over, because it's time for a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat is, either way, it's a meaty roll. Now, I'm going to read off 7 character names, and for each one, I'd like you to tell me if it's a John Wayne character or a character of porno star John Holmes. A subtle difference, but it's there. As each one appears, if it's a John Wayne character, press 1. If it's a John Holmes porno character, press 2. And press 4 to skip. I'll give you $1,000 for each correct answer, and I'm taking away $1,000 for the ones you get wrong or you don't get to. All right, I'm putting 30 seconds on the clock. Let's do it. Duke Slade, DC Buzzard, Captain John Holmes, Dustin, Rio, baby, Father Clement, last one, Spig Weed. Yeah, baby, damn, let's see your new score. Well, now that doesn't suck. Player 1, select a category. Open wide and get ready for I Am the Mall God. $2,000 at stake on this one. One question coming right up. Since every one of the location maps in the mall claims that you are here, what assumption does the mall seem to be making about you? You are omnigenous, you are omniscient, you are omnivorous, or you are omnipresent. Player 2, go! Being in all places at all times would make you omnipresent. If you'd like to learn more information, check out your dictionary under the word Regis. Player 2, your choice. This one's called Fourscore and Several Chin Beards Ago. Better wake up, because there's $6,000 at stake here. Alas, being the president of this great nation means you have some pretty big shoes to fill. In fact, what was President Abraham Lincoln's shoe size? Size 9, size 12, size 14, or size 17? Abe wore a big old size 14 shoe. Honest. Yep, Lincoln's feet were so big that sometimes when he couldn't find shoes that fit him, he had to wear stovepipe hats on his feet. Or so I've been told. Player 1, this category is yours for the choosing. The category? That's too much truck for you, Trixie. This one's worth $6,000. Hey, did you ever wonder why people in the suburbs need all-terrain vehicles? 'Cause it's like, the suburbs. Well, thanks to their contemporary and fortunate lifestyles, they got lots of stuff to cart around. Based on total cargo volume of their 2003 models, which SUV can transport the most yuppie crap? A Ford Excursion XLT full of cell phones, a Mercedes ML430 full of $3 lattes, a Honda CR-V EX full of expensive sunglasses, or a Chevy Suburban LT full of designer khakis. 84 cubic feet chock full of cell phones. Oh, so that's what they mean by hell on wheels. Player 2, which category do you want? Well, you've made it to the Jack Attack. Pay attention to the items I show you. Oh, well, you already know how to play. Well, we'll see about that. Here's your clue. That bus is always so noisy. All right, kids, time to sing along. Player 2 showing off your mad skills. Let's see who gets to pay the bills. Player 1 takes it. Congratulations, Player 1. You made quick work of Player 2. Now when you're done kissing yourself in the mirror, take a look at your reflection and say, "You don't know Jack!"
Sailing, eh? Ahoy, Player 1. Now's the time to type in your name. Go. Thank you. Either way, Player 2, what be your name? Okay, Player 2, you can type in your name, or I can bust your head open like a cassava. The choice is yours. What? Oh, you're done. Good. Where am I? Hey, Player. Oh, gotta hurry. Chop. Let's go, mateys.
It's time for the game where a high coach
welcome to the game. Let's see, there's 1, 2 of you, and Schmitty makes 3. Can I offer each of you a nice screw? All right, a word of... Hey, you want to get right to the game? I got no problem with that. You know what they say about screwing, right? It's like riding a bike. In more ways than one. Okay, here we go. Player 2, give us a category. Coming at you, athletes and their favorite positions. Give me a correct answer, I'll give you $6,000. All right, let's pretend you're at a party with a bunch of pro athletes on the prowl. Which of the following athletes is least likely to be forward with you? The hockey player, the soccer player, the football player, or the basketball player? There's no forward position in football. Which is to say that they're all perfect gentlemen that never get into trouble. Ever. Player 1, choose a category. The category is It's Alive! Partner, and this one's worth 2 big ones. All right, let's do it. If Dr. Frankenstein is limited to things he'll find in the blacksmith's shop, which of the following will he not need to assemble the creature's inner ear? Rivet, stirrup, hammer, or anvil? Player 1, the hammer, anvil, and stirrup are all bones of the ear, but there's no rivet. But I mean, it wasn't like having these things in his head caused the creature to get so angry. What did it, you ask? Ill-fitting tighty-whities. Uh-huh. Select a category, Player 2. Nice job, Player 2. You've just chosen a dis or dat. Player 1, slide on over. This dis or dat category name is Put Some Lotion on His Back, Dano. Okay, I'm going to read off 7 names, and for each one, you have got to tell me if it's the title of an actual cop TV show or a brand of tanning lotion. Well, someone's done this before. Here's your 30 seconds. Let the games begin. Acapulco Heat, Island Heat, Bodies of Wicked, Dark, Simply put, you rock. Check this out. Try not to blow that all in one place. Player 1, it's all you. Pick one. Well, if it isn't my old friend, Don't Rush of the Lovemaking. Pay attention, because this one's worth $6,000. Pencils ready. Let's do it. What would Olympic athlete Sergei Bubka most likely hear from a woman if he were suffering from performance anxiety?
Can't you get your pole up any higher? I wouldn't exactly call that a horizontal bar. Slow down. This isn't a sprint.
Or
maybe you should clean and jerk yourself.
Sergei Bubka is the famous Russian pole vaulter. So, did he compete in the games at Lake Placid? Lake Placid? Player 2, what looks good? And I believe this one's called Today's Forecast, Wet and Musky. Get it right, I'm handing over $4,000. Hey, you know how severe weather warnings follow up with advice about going down to the basement and stuff like that? Well, based on the lyrics of It's Raining Men, what would the weather girls advise you to do during severe weather? Uncover your garden and soak it in. Rip off the roof and stay in bed. Shake your hair, put your hands in the air. Or open your mouth, let it trickle down south. Player 1! Rip off the roof, honey, and stay in bed. And finally, no arguing, the bed is the wet spot. Player 1, your category. For your enjoyment, did the Blues Masters have brown M&M clauses? This one's worth 2,000 simoleons. Have you heard of this legendary blues guitarist Robert Johnson? He's the guy all the yuppies listen to in order to feel eclectic. Well, if the person credited with developing Robert Johnson's talents had become his road manager, who would promoters and hotel managers have been dealing with? Robert's mother, Robert's next-door neighbor, the town drunk, or the devil? Legend has it that Johnson went down to the crossroads and made a deal with the devil. Apparently, Satan gets 20% plus half the merchandising. Man, that is evil. Well, which category is it going to be, player 2? Welcome to the Jack Attack. You should already know all about the Jack Attack. All you need is to get a clue. Who is that masked man? Good luck. You're gonna need it. Did anyone see that? You guys were possessed. Let's see who owns the final scores. Player 1's got it. Player 1, you barely earned that victory and you know it. In fact, the only thing you know is this.
You don't know Jack!
So, how many Buccaneers we got? How about your name, player 1? Fancy typing there, matey. Next time, try the hand without the hook. Thank you. Player 2, now it's your turn. What be your name? Got it. I play what? Do I be boring ye? Fine, jerk.
It's time for the game, for the high culture and pop culture. Come on!
Since it's just the two of us, please feel free to let me know what's on your mind, because I certainly will. Oh, well, somebody wants to skip the instructions. Well, that's no problem. Hey, I'll tell you what, why don't we skip all the questions, too, and then we can all just go back to bed. Time to select a category, player 2. This one's called It's Definitely a Wee Ticket Ride. $4,000 if you get this. Put your head between your knees. We're going down. If it truly is a small world after all, then where should Pygmy Disney open? In the Philippines, in Central Africa, in southern Bolivia, or in Papua New Guinea? Player 1, do it! My close personal friends, the Pygmies, live in Central Africa. You know, it really breaks my heart to imagine the Pygmies standing in line for a ride, seeing the "You must be this tall" sign, and shedding little pygmy tears. I'm sorry, I shouldn't joke. Player 1, pick a category, please. Let's see what we got going. Whoa, slow down there, molasses. And this baby's worth 6,000 big ones. Ready? Here's the question. Which of these has a maximum speed closest to the speed of your average mall escalator? A three-toed sloth, the lunar rover, the Gulf Stream through the Straits of Florida, or a light breeze on the Beaufort scale? Out of time. Let me show you what I would have picked. An escalator goes about 1.15 miles per hour. A sloth goes about 0.15 miles per hour. That speed's the closest of all of these. In fact, I think a three-toed sloth riding an escalator might actually go back in time. Player 2, what are we doing? We call this one Kanga. Woo! How does $4,000 sound? Heads up, here it comes. Based on the location of its nipples, what would be the most revealing beach activity during kangaroo spring break? A wet hat contest, a wet shoes contest, a wet t-shirt contest, or a wet pouch contest? Player 2, grab it! The kangaroo's nipples are, get this, in her pouch. Which is no surprise, really. I mean, my mom used to keep all kinds of junk in her purse. Player 1, this category is yours for the choosing. Player 2, make room, because Player 1 just chose a dis or dat. The category for this dis or dat question is all we ever talk about. Alrighty, I'm going to name 7 devices, and for each one, you need to tell me if it's used to monitor the weather, used to monitor your health, or both. As I attempt to read each one, if it's used for monitoring the weather, press 1. If it's used for monitoring your health, press 2. If it's both, press 3. And hit 4 if you want to skip it. 1,000 big ones for each one you get right. And I'll take away $1,000 for each one you miss or you don't get to. Okay, can I get 30 seconds on the clock? And we're off. Barometer, thermometer, hygrometer, urinometer, odometer, moviometer, last one, sphygmomanometer. In case you didn't notice, that's a perfect score. Here's some cash for you. There you go. Put that under your mattress now. Player 2, category time. Well, look what I found. Sweet fancy Moses. This one can net you $4,000. Think fast, here it comes. If Moses' mother had put all her babies in one basket, who would have gone down the Nile with him? Abraham, Joseph, Isaac, or Aaron? All the babies in one basket would include Aaron. Fortunately, Moses' mom knew she'd have to break a few eggs to make a Hebrew prophet. Player 1, time to choose a category. Okay, give it up for blind date in the love canal. How does $4,000 sound? Okay, let's go. If the sperm and egg that created you told the story of where they first met, what would they most likely say? In the fallopian tube, oh, it was magic. In the vagina, it was love at first sight. In the uterus, we knew right away. Or in the ovary, we bumped into each other. If they got together and made something happen, they had to have gotten together in the fallopians. It's no Catskills, but at least it was warm. Player 2, category time. Welcome to the Jack Attack. You should already know how this works. Heads up, here's your clue. Who made that blue movie? Someone's been looking at my private collection. Well, enjoy. Player 2, way to show him who's the boss, but let's see who's really on top. Player 2 with the win. Well, Player 2, you paid your dues, and now you can bask in the glow of a job well done. Just don't fall asleep and wake up with a 3rd-degree burn, and I'd have to tell you,
You don't know Jack!
Good job, Ryan. Squawky champion, Ryan. Keep it up, Ryan. Get the loot.
together.
Wow, look at you two trivia titans. I hope you clash as much as your outfits. Here you are. Well, apparently someone thinks they know how to screw. Well, we'll just find out about that together, won't we? Player 2, please choose a category. Let's take a look at I Walk the ISDN line. This one's worth $4,000. Boy, we sure learned a lot of fancy computer terms in the 90s, didn't we? If you were a fan of a singer called Johnny Cash, what would be the remarkable thing about him? He'd always sing about baked goods. He'd always be in your short-term memory. He'd always appear in millions of colors, or he'd always travel by bus. Cache is sort of a temporary memory that saves web pages you've already looked at. It's quicker than reconnecting to the server. My favorite Johnny Cash song? Ring of Firewall, I think. Player 1, it's all you. Pick one. Hey, I know. How about she blinded me with remedial science? And you pocket $4,000 if you get this one right. It's time. If bands at a charity concert were to perform according to the order of colors in a rainbow, who would follow Green Day? Indigo Girls, Blue Oyster Cult, Red Hot Chili Peppers, or Black Sabbath? And now, Roy G. Biv! The colors of a rainbow go red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and then Freebird. Player 2, give us a category. Oh, look what this is.
It's time for a licorice mushroom.
Let's see if you can make sense of this category. Hipsters who need a good hug. The starting amount for this one is $10,000. All right, I'm going to show you a gibberish phrase. When you know what it rhymes with, buzz in. The quicker you move, the more cash you can make. All right, get ready and tell me, what does this rhyme with? Wow, love Mod. He acts weary, tense, and don't let that punctuation fool you. Player 2, go for Come on, hit return. Oh, and just to clarify, an out-of-body experience is not when you wake up in a dark alley with a headache wearing somebody else's pants. Player 1, select a category. Your category is going to be, this little piggy bought orthopedic shoes. Let's go $2,000 for this one. Hope you're hungry. It's question time. If the little piggy that went to market developed an inflammation of the joint and is found leaning pretty far over into the little piggy that stayed home, what condition does he most likely have? Corns, a bunion, a plantar wart, or an ingrown... Sorry, player 2, but this one's all yours. You should have bought a vowel. What do you say, player 1? Hey, Scrappy, buzz in first. You have to buzz in. Hey, I'm telling you, buzz in. A bunion, or a swelling near or in a foot bone, usually occurs near the joint of the big toe, often pushing the first toe in towards the second toe. Of course, by this time, the little piggy who had roast beef usually loses his appetite. Select a category, player 2. Let's have a big warm welcome for unexcused absinthe. $4,000 if you get this. Flex those fingers, 'cause here it comes. We all know that absinthe makes the heart grow fonder, but what does absinthe supposedly do? Makes the paranoia grow worse, makes the brain grow crazier, makes the skin grow spottier, or makes the eyes grow wilder. Please, for me, hit the buzzer! Hey, Urkel, wrong key! Player 1! Traditional absinthe has this stuff in it called thajone, which they say can cause a whole mess of problems, including psychosis. That's the stuff that supposedly made Van Gogh nuts. I think that's when he painted those dogs playing poker. Go ahead and pick one, player 1. Get yourself ready for Blue, you're an animal. Get it right, I'm handing over $4,000. Okay, free your mind. Which of the following statements about Blue from the TV show Blue's Clues is true? Blue's an ass, Blue's a pig, Blue's a fox, or Blue's a bitch? It's all yours, player one. Blue is a girl dog. And, judging from all the Blue's Clues merchandise I see everywhere, she's a rich bitch at that. Player two, your choice. You're almost through, but first, the attack. You should already know all about the Jack attack. So let's get right to it. Here's your clue. Fight the invasion! Put up your dukes. Let's get to it. Player two, that Jack attack has your name all over it. Let's check out the scores. You kids got yourselves a tie. Player one, player two, you both played well. Even though the world will never know who is better, one thing we're all sure of, though, is that
You don't know Jack!
Run, you little run! Or little run! You got run! Solo aquellos programas que se destacan por su
Sparky! 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 Come here, boy! Oh my God! He's not listening!
The Dog Who Never Listens. Rated G. Starts Fridays in theaters everywhere.
How queer! I can see out of my dead eye.